let's roll. Good
All right.
morning.
Hello,
Good
hello, hello, ladies.
morning.
How are we today?
Good.
I'm
Much
fantastic. I'm
better.
feeling lively today.
You
Kira
are.
got her little morning
Fire?
nap.
You on fire?
Actually, it's
Good.
actually funny that you say that because I did try to take my nap and then I laid down and my phone went off and I got distracted. And so I laid there working on my phone.
Oh, well, hey, but that's
Terrible.
resting, right?
Yeah, it's resting. That's right. That's right.
That's what
That's
we
how I
consider
rationalize it.
resting.
Yeah.
I was laying down with my legs up. There we go.
That's
I was horizontal. That's
right.
all that matters.
Well, I'm glad we are all rested. We are going to get into Women Talk Fierce. Three women, three stages of life, motherhood, business, a roller coaster of what? Laughs, lessons, and loud opinions, of course. And there probably should be a true crime pod. See, there we go again. True crime podcast.
True
Absolutely.
crime podcast.
So,
Although,
right,
I mean, this week we may actually
yeah,
hit that.
We might. We
Mike,
might.
you think?
I mean, it won't be
Do you have
anybody in
any
my house, but it
candidates?
might be around it might be me this week. Might be.
Yours can surprise us.
Well, we do have crime scene. We're actually going to talk about the financial crime scene. So what does that mean? We're going to talk about lessons you learned in business. So,
Ooh.
look at this. Look at the face on Keira. So she goes first. So let's go ahead and start with our first question. What is the most expensive lesson you learned in business?
The most expensive lesson I learned is that the more money you get, the more money you spend, and you have to continue to grow to make that sustainable.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That was
I
my biggest
agree
because
with
I
that
started my
one.
business very, very quickly in business. As I told you guys, I grew, I mean, really rapidly. And so I was like, oh,
Mhm.
I've got all this money, right? Like all this money's coming in. I can do all the things. I can get my daughter a $15,000 Sweet 16 and buy a new car, and I can do all these things, right? I didn't prepare for life,
Yeah.
and I didn't prepare for the
That's a
ebbs
good
in
way to put
business.
it. I didn't prepare for life. I
I
like
didn't.
that.
Yeah. And I didn't prepare for the ebbs in business that ultimately come. We all go through slow seasons. Well, you need, a reserve
Got to
when that
sustain them.
happens. And so, I just didn't prepare for those things. And so that was definitely an expensive lesson that I'm, now.
Yeah.
Moving forward,
moving
how does
forward.
it change?
Well, moving forward, I know that I have to have a reserve, right? Like the business has to have its own money.
Exactly.
And yeah,
It has to
and
have its own savings, really.
yeah, it does. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Because my systems were suffering for my mistake. And so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is not because the foundation of business is the most important. And when your foundation crumbles, it all crumbles. And so I was going through that and I was like, I have to hold up my foundation. And so I ended up taking from my personal
Yeah.
bank too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And that is a valid lesson to be learned.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
And
right.
taxes,
Nikki?
but we'll get into that another day.
Yeah, right. How about you, Nikki?
Mine's the same because, I mean, of course, I didn't grow as substantially as Kira did at first, but like last year, I grew a lot because I upped my prices. I got bigger clients. I worked with different types of clients, so they were able to pay more. And I was like, woohoo! And I ended up being a part of probably four memberships. Did I attend anything?
Mm,
Hardly, no. So that was wasted money.
mhm.
Um,
Coaching.
I subscribed to different subscriptions that
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I have to have this. Like, this is one, and it didn't phase me not one
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But my biggest eye opener was actually when I sat down last month because I was a bad girl and didn't keep up with my tax stuff after like August of last year.
Uh,
So I had to go back through every single bit of
that's
it
not familiar at
again.
all, is it, Tammy? Not familiar.
And I realized
Ooh,
how much
that
money I
terrible
spent
word makes me shudder.
on like subscriptions and memberships and buying like Starbucks 2 to 3 times a week and this and that. And I'm like, what did
Miscellaneous
I
kind
do?
of
Like it
stuff.
made me sick to my stomach, really.
Like, what did
So
I spend all my money on?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize like how
Oh,
much of like even in like you do in life, you have to have a budget for business. You have to set aside, obviously, you have to set aside money for taxes if you don't pay it through payroll. You have to set aside another account for like I have three different accounts. I have a regular checking account, I have a savings account, and I have a tax account.
so kind of
So
like
I
profit first, but not profit first.
right,
Yeah.
right. So
That's smart to have
it
those
made
three
me
accounts.
realize like oh even this is what I'm in business 3.5 years now, and I now am learning even more because I've scaled more. I've
Oh,
had
you'll
bigger
always
money
be
to play
learning.
with. So
But
it was
it's
just like,
funny. Yeah, but
new
it's funny that you
planners,
mentioned like
new this,
membership.
new that. Yes.
But it's funny, I mean, because that's what we all do. Like, we're like, I have to work with this person because this person is going to help me grow my business.
Yeah.
So you buy that membership, and then you see another coach, and they're
Mm,
shiny, and they're making, $15,000 a month, and oh my gosh, I want that. So now I'm going to go work with this coach.
that's the
I
trick.
bought into an $1,800 a month mastermind for that reason. Talk about an expensive
I think
lesson.
you trumped me. Woo! That's an
Yeah,
expensive lesson. I
yeah.
will say
Yeah.
that's probably. I think mine would be. I did do the course. I'm pretty selective, though. Obviously, doing this for a while, I gravitate towards certain people only for two reasons: lessons I can learn that I may not have learned, and skills that I'm lacking that I desperately need. I'll study the people and see if that's exactly the
Vibe
fit
check.
before
Yes.
I submit. So I do
Yes.
that. I will say I have a ton of software. I am a little
Tammy is the queen of software.
I am a
A
queen of
She's
little
the
bit
software.
queen
Do I
of
know
addicted.
beta
how to
testing.
use it all? No,
A
but
little bit addicted.
it's a good deal. I'm getting it before it all kind of crashes.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
part of that little AppSumo group. So,
And she loves domains.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
domain might mine, but
She
those I
has a
have.
list about
Oh, about
Yeah.
400, I think. But again, we're talking 20 years.
I have domains too, y'all. I really
Grief.
actually
Listen to the grief I'm getting. But honestly, that is not the biggest mistake I've made. The biggest mistake was I have talked about it before, is so many of my businesses were brick and mortar. It
mm,
had to be
yeah.
perfect before it opened. So the digital world, where I probably wasted thousands in a year getting ready when I should have gone. And somehow I'm kind of in the same place. I know
yeah.
I'm much more
Trying to get the
educated.
perfection.
I'm much more
Hmm.
educated, and this year has given me time to
Right.
really refine it and really just kind of go over and over and over, not in a way of obsessing, but making sure it's right for my ideal clients. So in that, yes. In the delays, no. So it doesn't have to be perfect to get it going. So that would probably be my most expensive mistake. I will say I have done courses that I am very grateful for and I was very smart
Oh
about,
yeah, absolutely.
um, that I really enjoy. And then there was a few little fluff ones, but I'm telling you, people come to me and say, "Oh, I should have got that software. It's gone now." I'm like, I know.
Uh-huh.
So my
Well,
addiction for that will come into play. Don't you worry. It'll come. It'll
I'm actually writing down our answers so that we can bring them to the networking group for a different time, because I think these are
work.
really important to talk about, and I think they're
Yeah.
so relatable, because there's softwares, right? Like, how many softwares do you have that you forgot that you have and
Oh.
later look back at
Exactly.
your bank statement and go, when did I do
Maybe we
that?
don't
I've
even
spent
want to know
$2,000
your
on this
list.
thing.
I will say these were all purchased like a couple years ago, but the thing is, I honestly haven't used them all because there's so many. So,
I don't, sometimes I look at my bank statement and I'm like, when did I get that? Like, what?
and
I
I
will
don't
say
really.
I've done a lot better in the past year of like if I subscribe to something and use it for like a client project or something, I will make sure I put it in my ClickUp as a reminder to go cancel it before it
Yes.
reading. I
Yeah.
have gotten a lot better about that. Or if I like it and I want to keep it, then I'll decide then. But
But that's the thing. I don't do a lot of subscriptions. The ones I buy are one hit wonder, and that's it. You're done
yeah,
paying. But I do
Yeah.
have a
mine are
few
monthly or
that
yearly.
I have probably maybe 5
subscriptions.
that are monthly, and there's probably a
Mine are
good
monthly.
2 that I'm working on getting rid of.
See,
Right,
mine
Keira?
are monthly because what I do is I go, I'm going to come back to that. I will use it. I'll use it later, but I'm going to come back to it. Do I go back to it?
I do.
No.
Well, see, that's why I do the one hit and that's it. It never,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
don't have to.
Worry
And the
about it.
thing is, they,
Yeah.
long story short, but they excel while I'm still waiting to grow. So it's fine with me.
That's
But
right.
anyways, that would be my biggest mistake. So
I like it.
we learn, and we
We
clearly tell that
learn
we all have a little bit of addictions here and there. So
here and
how
there.
do you, here and there,
Bad.
how do you handle money fear without spiraling? Nikki, you're up.
Oh my gosh. I think I just went through this because I was freaking out about taxes and, we're finalizing the loan for our new house to be built and this and that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like
Hmm.
so many things were going through my head. I think I even talked about it in the community that Kira and I are part of. I was like, I just need prayers. I need some good juju sent to me, some because
Right,
I'm freaking
right.
out. And I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it right now. But what I can do is take what I learned from the past 3.5 years and do better going forward. I know what lessons I've learned, and I mean, it's okay to be scared about it just a little bit enough to make you implement changes.
Hmm.
That's a good point because I do think, come on, fear with money is real. You
Yeah.
cannot, all of us, I don't really think anybody can say, I don't get those moment where your whole body tenses up without a doubt. But I do think you made a good point, Nikki, when you said there's not much you can do about it besides work, besides plan. But I
Yeah.
do find every time, including myself, if you go into spiral mode, if you allow your mindset to kind of go down that dark, dreary, spiral, it gets worse.
Oh
It
yeah,
Yeah.
gets worse. I've
100%.
never
Yeah.
seen it get better when with myself or anybody around me when that's the constant worry, that's the constant stress, that's the minute by minute, only because it's hard not to have that because of course it's hovering, right?
Yeah.
But there
It's
has to be a
hard.
point. It is really hard, but there has to be a point. Same thing
And
with mindset
and
where
then you
it's
find yourself just grabbing at every
and
single like
that's
opportunity that there
exactly what
is, and you
happens.
don't need it's not it might you might think in that moment that it's the right decision,
Absolutely.
but after you get out of that little spiral and you realize, okay, I did a crap ton of work
Yeah.
for this
That
amount of money, then that's when you're like,
Oh yeah,
I
there
made
have
a
been times
mistake.
where I've been looking. There have been times where I have looked at salaries from jobs that have either been offered or available where, you're short or you didn't have a client that month and you're going, that probably would be smart to take it. And I have literally passed by because I knew if I take it, I've just
Yeah.
lowered my standards. I've just lowered all these years of work. So I think it's really normal to have gut reactions and, that clearly connects to your mind right away. But I think once you get control of your mind, that's the only thing you can control. And everybody around you, trust me, they feel it.
They do.
So they
They
feel
do.
it.
Yeah, they do.
So
That's true. I
Especially
mean,
the
it's very
kiddos.
relatable. Yeah, it's
yeah,
super relatable. I mean, it's no secret that the last year has been really hard for us. And so for me, I'm the one that carries all of that because I
yeah,
pay the bills. I manage
absolutely.
it. And so for me, I definitely go into a spiral. And the one thing that takes me out of that is if I go to church or if I pray and I
See?
let it go.
Yep, yep,
I
absolutely.
have to let
You
it
just
go.
have to kind of turn
You
it
have to
over.
let it go. Like you can't sit. The only thing that you can do is go out
Efforts
and get
on
it.
your part to do what you can, but
You
it
have to.
does come, yeah, but it does, like Nikki said, it does make you think I should just grab what's near and I can always change it.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
because
think
I've tried to.
we all have been there,
Yeah,
100%,
y'all, I
100%.
have gone into, I don't know, the worst spirals, the most anxiety I've ever had in my life in the last year. And I'll tell you, I mean, it feels like a gut
Heavy.
punch.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
you can feel it in the whole house. There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
tension.
Yes.
everywhere. It feels like
Absolutely.
this cloud.
It's kind of hard not to have that tension, but it, making a valid attempt to heal yourself, to get your mind out of it and play around. And I still find laughter is the best medicine. Like, I
1000%.
went through a period where literally that was it. I think there was probably 2 or 3 months in my life where I was on the couch just going like this.
I think for me, it's just like honestly, this past weekend was the best like medicine for me because I mean we're still like in limbo of
Yeah.
things
Mhm.
because we don't have like a
I
final.
think we all are in limbo at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
we're all
weekend it
kind
was
of
like
doing the same thing.
75. We were outside the entire weekend. We were doing projects. We finished our barn. Like we had the best time. The kids had a ball. Like so that is
Yeah, outside,
my
get
happy
Yeah.
yeah.
place or my getaway. My okay, it's gonna be fun. Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
just fine.
And I've said
Well,
100 times when I get up in the morning and run, that's my reset. If I don't
Right.
do that through the day, it kind of hovers. Not
yeah.
just
Yeah.
because I have a hard time shutting my mind off.
Yeah.
It
I
hovers, but if
think
I
what
get it in
we
a good
need to do,
mindset, I'm good to go.
yeah. Yeah. And I think too, like when we start to take action, right?
Mhm.
Things we feel better when we're not just sitting in it and
Absolutely.
spiraling and going, oh
Absolutely.
my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay, what are you going to do? Go
You,
do
you-
something,
yes,
Exactly.
anything. And
exactly.
you'll feel a little bit better because you have worked towards
You're
something.
trying.
Intention has to have action. So if you want
100%.
movement, start putting action
100%.
behind it. And I was telling Ryan the other day, I said, the worse, the more you think about it in a negative fashion, the worse it's going to get because you're
Yeah.
asking for more of that.
Yes. And that's why I said it just consumes your body.
It
Like you can feel
does.
it in your whole body from your
Yeah.
butt to your head to your chest.
hmm
You can feel it. So,
It's like
yeah.
you feel that inner critic even
Oh yeah, the imposter
more.
syndrome really kicks in.
hmm
That's why I said when you look at jobs or that come your way, I'm just like, I could take that in a heartbeat, but as soon as I do that, that's where I'm
Correct.
going to be resting.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to be sitting. So it's a battle. I get it. And I think like we've all had big things happen this year, so we're all kind of in the same boat. But I don't think we're the only ones. I think, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
especially with the state of the economy and the way things are going. You
We are
just
not the only ones.
well,
We're not.
No.
exactly.
We're not.
And
I mean, I
there's
see it
quite a few.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, that was some really honest, hard talk. And
I
like I
love
said,
it.
the fact that, we are 3 women, 3 different stages of life, I think it's really important. And Nikki, you had a lot of great insight today. You've been on fire lately. What is going on, Nikki? You're out
I'm
doing
telling you,
and
it's
I'm
all of
telling
this weight lifting off my
you.
shoulders.
Yes.
She's like doing circles around us the last couple of weeks.
It's the good weather.
It really is. I'm being serious. That has such a like I'm
Impact.
jealous
Yeah.
of Keira where she lives. It's never freezing there, but here it's like we're trapped inside a lot of
Yeah,
times, and y'all know where my living
yeah,
circumstances
yeah,
are
yeah,
right now.
yeah. Well, that can't be
So
all
it's
kind
like
of,
Yeah.
I hear you.
so
No, good point.
the
On.
weather has been maybe like the rest of this week is going to be in the mid 70s. So you best believe my butt's going to be outside with my laptop and letting the kids get all of their energy out.
Good for you,
Uh,
girlfriend.
And it's just
right.
like the sun. Like you just need.
I
You do.
know.
It's so good for you.
Absolutely.
It
Well,
is.
ladies, this has been great.
Yeah.
I love it. Everybody's still alive. I don't think we have anybody up for contending in the
Not
no.
yet. It's only March.
All right. I know we made it through almost last year too without. Well, there's a couple times it was pretty close,
It
but
was close. It was
again, we are Women Talk Fierce, 3 stages of life, motherhood, business, a roller coaster of laughs, lessons, and loud opinions. And we're going to pass on the true crime podcast this week. But Nikki, where can
yeah.
people find us?
WomenTalkFierce.com, and you can find us on all socials. And Kira can tell you where we're on our podcast.
Apple, Spotify, Amazon, anywhere you can listen to podcast and YouTube.
There we go. All right, lovely
Like to
ladies.
see
Thank
our
you so
pretty
much.
faces, you can check us out on YouTube.
Oh,
That's right.
that's right. We do have a YouTube. Oh, would
We
you?
do.
Yep.
All right, ladies. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.